Hi guys, welcome to uWrench. Today we're working on the Grand Caravan, and this is a little workaround if you've got a battery terminal that's a little bit loose. This one's fully tightened up, but even whilst it's fully tightened up we've still got quite a lot of movement in there. So what we can do is a quick workaround. Ideally you want to replace this, but what we can do in the meantime, just to ensure you're back on the road, is a quick fix to get this running again. So our loose terminal is the positive terminal right here. Now before we start messing around with this and disconnecting this, we want to make sure that we've disconnected our negative. So as you can see, we've already done that, so that's ready. So now we can focus on the positive terminal. So the nut that tightens it up, there's a little plate that holds down. So what we want to do is we're going to remove this nut completely. So we're going to take this right the way off the top of this, and that will allow us to pop that plate off, and then we can look at what we're facing. So this is that little plate that I was talking about. So if we now remove the terminal, and that will allow us to unhook this plate. You unhook it from this side, just lift that up, and we'll put that out of the way for 1 second. So here's a good illustration of what actually happens on these battery terminals. As you can see, it's kind of been over tightened in the past, bent round, and what we've got is we've got this this point just here. So when you fully tighten this up, that will touch just there on that tip of that corner, and it won't go any further than that. And so no matter how much you crank on this, as soon as that touches, you're not going to be able to go any tighter than that. So you see you've got no gap on that side, and we've got quite a big gap on that side. So what we need to do is get this leveled out so that when the this terminal is placed over the battery again and tightened, this corner right here is no longer a problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some pliers and we're going to bend this back outwards. Now when you bend it back outwards, you want to be bending it, the kind of leverage point, to be just here at the end of this arm. What you don't want to do is just grab the whole thing and pull it back, because then your leverage point will be right here. You'll just be literally doing this. So what you want to try and do is get some pliers onto there and jam it against the end just here, so that when you lever it, all you're trying to do is lever this portion right here, not the whole thing. So grab the whole thing. Remember, we're using this point just here as our point of leverage. Bend it outwards. There's a little clip on there, this little arm, and you've got to make sure that stays in place. If it does pop off, what you can do is you can grab some pliers and just squeeze it back this way, and that should pop back on. So you can see we've got a much more even gap there now, and hopefully we've managed to get that even gap there without increasing the size of this circle too much. So now we just pop our plate back on. Sometimes these can be hard to get back on. Oh, that one's okay. Sometimes, depending on how much you've opened it up, if you can't quite get it, what you might have to do, if that's just sticking just there, it won't quite go on, flip it over, get some pliers on the bottom, give it a bit of a squeeze, and that will just snap on. So make sure that plate's securely back on. And then pop the battery terminal back on. And then for the nut, just make sure you get it started by hand rather than on the wrench, to make sure that you're not cross-threading it. That looks good. And then we just start to tighten this back up. You can see we're a lot snugger than we were before. I can barely move that at all. Yeah, that's on there nice and snug now. I mean, it's a difference of like 1 or 2 millimeters. That's all that you're looking to do when you bend that little arm back out. 1 or 2 millimeters can make a world of difference. So there we have it guys, that's our quick workaround for a loose battery terminal on your Dodge Grand Caravan. As ever, if this video has been helpful for you, we always ask, can you please be sure to at least hit that like button for us before you leave, and also consider subscribing. We have loads more great DIY videos just waiting for you to check out. We appreciate it guys, and we'll see you again.